Yo, what up, Street Dogs? This is Eric Kim. Alright, currently in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. So some quick turbo thoughts. Alright, so this is my first time being here in Phnom Penh. I've been in, I went to Angkor Wat maybe like 10 years ago. Balenciaga store. Alright. So, what I find so crazy about this place is there is so much new Uber development happening here in Cambodia, especially in Phnom Penh, and it kind of blows my mind at the scale. And I think the reason why this is so significant is that look at this building. Is that, well, I mean, first of all, I just went to like a Percent Arabica, you know, one of these elite coffee shops, luxury coffee shops, actually from Kyoto. They just have a brand new store that just popped up in the Vatanek capital building in the lifestyle park. And if you're an expat or a foreigner, life here is so much better and superior than that elsewhere. And actually, even as an American coming to Phnom Penh, it's pretty easy. Oh, it looks like they actually have a Percent Arabica here too. I went to the other big one. And what's very interesting is if you're a part of the Novu Riche class here, yeah, you can certainly live a very good life. But anyways, so some superficial thoughts. So first and foremost, my general sense is that it's starting to look like a kind of like perhaps like a neo-colony of China. Is that I see a lot of, it looks like a lot of the new construction and the building is actually from China, whereas maybe a decade or two ago it might have been Japan. And there's really nothing here that you cannot get elsewhere. So for example, you know, there's good powerlifting gyms, there's good malls here, and yeah, it looks like for the most part, if you just want to maximize your mode of living and your life experience, here's kind of the place to be. Things I like about Cambodia: people are extremely friendly. The culture is very open. I think because it's mostly a Buddhist country, that promotes more like openness and kindness from the people. Yeah, it looks like it's good for like digital nomads, people living abroad. Good free fast Wi-Fi anywhere. Good street activity. And yeah, and actually in terms of the weather, it's not too hot. I think people kind of make you a phrase, oh, so hot and humid. It's actually really not that hot and humid. Just get some merino wool. I have an Outlier.NYC merino wool shirt. Got some Lululemon license to train pants, which are pretty good. And it seems that, yeah, the airport was actually pretty nice. And it looks like the whole visa process is pretty straightforward to come in here as well. Lots of good restaurants, all you could eat Korean barbecue places and all you could eat Japanese barbecue places. You could just grab use a Grab taxi, which is essentially the Southeast Asia version of Uber. Super cheap. You get anywhere for like $1, $2. You could get a SIM card, international 4G SIM card, for only like $5 to $10 for like 100 gigs, which is actually pretty good. And yeah, and I think it's really good here for street photography, photography in general. The Cambodian culture is very, very unique. And yeah, and I think that Cambodia is actually quite slept on. I mean, it's my personal first time in Phnom Penh. It kind of reminds me a lot of Vietnam in a very good way. Phnom Penh is also cool because it's like a proper city. It's like essentially it's like the New York City of Cambodia. So there's real industry here, and kind of yeah, and I think it's also really nice too, because it's very exciting to come to a brand new city, carte blanche it, where I didn't really have any expectations of the city nor real understandings of the city. Look at all the new construction over there. And yeah, it's been really great for this trip, traveling with Seneca, traveling with my mom, Cindy's mom, and Cindy. Excited for my upcoming going to Seoul, South Korea, doing my Seoul travel street photography workshop experience there. Just check it out on the blog. Just Google Eric Kim workshops and you could see it. And yeah, like, I think one of the nice things about being here and developing economies is that everything's on the up and up, and it gives you a lot more motivation, hope, and optimism for the future. You know, compare this to America, where it kind of feels like everything's a little bit tapped out. I mean, I suppose the benefit of being in Asia or Southeast Asia is that you could start more with a carte blanche, like a clean slate, where I mean, if you look at the history of Cambodia with the Khmer Rouge, is quite tragic what happened to the country. But man, look at some of these buildings they're constructing, like these epic buildings. Yeah, the city's being built from scratch, bottom up. And you know, I can't really speak for the local Cambodian people, but it does seem like there's definitely a new Nobu Reach class being built. So for example, I see a lot of Lexus SUVs, a lot of G-Wagons, a lot of Priuses, seen a few Bentleys. Apparently there's also lots of Rolls Royces here too. But yeah, and I think in terms of the money leverage, your money is like at least 10x or 20x more here. Even the hotel we're staying is pretty good. It's like a big presidential suite, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, maybe like $100 a night, which is pretty good for the whole family. And yeah, and I think if you desire to do creative work, live abroad, or travel, Phnom Penh is definitely the place to be.